oh, if she blows, I'm gonna have credit. Fuck that. No, I'm cutting that shit off. So now I'm more of a, if you're not loving me loud and proud, or you feel a certain way about me, it's cool. Cause I'm not working with you. I'm not working with you. Yeah. These niggas tryna be for me about some memories.
Hey yo, Rand, turn that up.
I don't really give a fuck about memories. These niggas tryna be for me about some memories. All they really got on me is memories. Come on, fuck them bitches, man. Check, check, check. Ooh. All right, listen. Let me put my timer on before I even start talking, so I don't forget. All right, y'all. I don't know what episode this is, but we are back with another episode, and I am by myself. Wow. I'm gonna have to put a little applause clap, because I usually don't do episodes by myself, but now I'm kind of like, it's okay to do stuff by myself, even though I'm so used to doing stuff with everybody and I don't be wanting to do it by myself. But I'm like, think about it, if everybody's busy, I'm just going to keep prolonging doing this episode, and the episode is never going to get out. So I'm here by myself. It's your girl KDike with the controversial KDike show, the Let's Talk About It podcast. You know how we do. It's different doing it by myself. I'm like, oh, okay. We can get used to this. All right, so today, I really just wanted to talk about life updates. It's been 2 years since I've moved to Atlanta to pursue my dreams, and it really has been such a beautiful experience to just be outside in a whole different dimension. And when I say dimension, it's like a different frequency, because when I first moved here, I kind of had my tail between my butt. Like, I know I'm so dope, but it was so overwhelming with so much talent, and I was like, it's like starting a new school. It's literally like going to a new school all over again. If you've never had to transfer to a new school, then you probably won't understand what I'm talking about. But for my people who either moved frequently, like I have, we moved a lot growing up, it's literally like starting a new school all over again. You're the new kid on the block. You don't know how people feel about you. You don't know how really to adjust. So when I first came here, I really was just trying to headstrong, get, network, mingle with people. And I found a lot of times people already had their peoples. So it was like, yeah, it's cool, but nah, we got our photographers, we got our videographers, we have our producers, we have our artists and the people we support. Cool. So I'm like, all right, got to approach this a little differently. So I started just being like, you know what? I'm going to just do me. I'm going to just do what I've always done and put out music and do my marketing and do everything that I already know works. And it took about a year to really for people really to feel me out and understand oh, okay. All right. She hot. She producing, she do videography. She's an artist and okay. So it's like now people are starting to warm up to okay, who is this person? Let me move over this a little bit. They like who is this person? So it's like now the curiosity is starting to peak, and I'm enjoying that. This journey has definitely been bittersweet, but I really appreciate everybody who's been rocking with me, who's been supporting me, who has showed me why I was supposed to move to Atlanta. And the artistry here, the creativity is so beautiful. There's literally events every day of the week. Like sometimes it's so overwhelming to be like, dang, which event am I going to go to? Because there's literally an event. There's 3 events going on tonight. Type shit. So it's a lot of stuff going on. But besides the music aspect of things, life has just been beautiful. And I'm not saying that in an overly optimistic way, like I don't have my trials and tribulations, because of course I do. But I also understand the trials and tribulations are really tests to see if I'm ready to go to the next level. And 9 times out of 10, I be failing. And when I say I be failing, I mean, it be like, well, no, I won't even say I'm failing. It really just be like, dang, this is the same person in a different body. Am I going to continue this experience that I know I don't want, or am I going to know my self-worth and move forward? Now, many times it's happened. Like even with friendships, just knowing when a connection just doesn't feel right for me, but I'm like, this is all I got. Like we have history together. We've just shared certain pains together. I feel like this is what it's supposed to be. But then I'm really feeding their soul more than they're feeding my soul, which means like I'm pouring all this love into them, because that's just who I am as a person. And I don't want to stop that. But it's like, I'm not getting that same love the way I'm pouring into other people. And it started to get old. And it's like, it be hard, and I understand why people don't cut people off, because it be hard, because it's like, dang, I really love you. I really want to see you win, but you don't want to see yourself win. And by me being by you and you not wanting to see yourself win, that affects me. Productively, spiritually, creatively, all of that pours in. If I'm around people that are insecure, not saying, I understand, because I've been that person. Like, being around, if you're around somebody that's insecure and they're always talking down on themselves and talking negatively about themselves, that is going to pour over. And I don't want to be that person no more. I don't want to be an insecure person. I don't want to be around people and feel inferior to them, because I know I'm such a beautiful soul creatively, internally, that it's like, I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. So I've done, had to let a few connections go, and it's no love lost to them. I want them to win. I want the best for them. I'm rooting for them. And it's like, there are some connections that I had to let go, that I was like, dang, I really didn't want to let this go. But it's like, either you let this go and you get to see what's on the other side of the rainbow in the aspect of new friends, new connections, people who pour into me, or you can stay right here with this one-sided relationship with these folks. And I'm like, all right, bet. So I'm like, I'm done. I'm taking my power back. Stream power back on all platforms. I'm taking my power back. And, I started letting things go. And as I let things go, things started to flow in. New friendships started to flow in. Beautiful, 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 beautiful connections, man. Like, I am so grateful for the connections and the people I have met in the past 5 months. Like, my life has changed in such a beautiful, beautiful direction in the last 5 months. In January, I quit my job. I'm like, it was a lot of stuff building up to me quitting my job that they're showing me, like, I'm not supposed to be here. I'm not supposed to be here. I kept trying, like, no, they're cool. Like, I can make this work. I'm only working 3 days a week. The money is good. Just got a raise, but it just wasn't working. Ended up getting sick like 2 times, which put me outside of work. And that created tension with the job. And then the last straw was my car got broken into. Atlanta, them boy be busting the fucking windows. But the car had got broken into, and when that happened, a lot of things really hit the fan to where I'm like, oh yeah, this is a wrap. I quit my job after that, and it's really been me and my self-employment and my businesses. Shout out to my bro DJ, because that's a real ass nigga. If y'all don't know, Mr. GYBUKDE, come on, man. Just know, bro. You already know. But it's been a journey, and it's been a beautiful journey. And it showed me that I can make any life, any reality that I really want, I can make it happen. There's nothing in this universe that I cannot ask that I will not receive. And seeing that is such a beautiful experience. I'm like, man, I want more friends. I want more connections. Okay, so I started going out to events more. I started being more socially, like, inclusive. And guess what? I started meeting folks. Shout out to Poetry in Motion. Gotta shout out Poetry in Motion, because when I first went to their event, it was such a beautiful experience, and the safety and the connection and community was like, dang, this is what I've been looking for, to go to a space where you're not being judged for who you are. You come as you are. Because, a lot of people say come as you are, and they cap. You can't come as you are. So a lot of folks be like, come as you are, but that's a real come as you are space. Don't come on no drama now. We ain't doing that. You flat. But you really could come as you are and not be judged for who you choose to be. And that space really, like, empowered me and still continues to pour into me. Every time I go to their event, I'm just like, this is what life is about. Like, being around like-minded folks. If you haven't been to Poetry in Motion, man, Poetry in Motion is the vibe. That's an event I'm always going to vouch for. I'm always going to vet. If you see their recaps, I'm behind their recaps, because it's just such a beautiful experience that you just have to capture. So that has been a huge breaking point into me trusting folks and understanding I am not misunderstood. I went my whole life thinking I was misunderstood, that people didn't understand me. They would never feel where I'm coming from. And it just really broke my reality. Like, oh, these people do understand where I'm coming from, and they do get me, and I'm not by myself. So that alone really sparked another, like, a fire inside of me. Like, okay, bet, finding my tribe, back in the gang, foot in the gang, those sneakers. So with that, it's really helped me. And also, like, romantically, I had, like, a lot of codependent relationships because this all ties together. I had a lot of codependent relationships where we're just conjoined by the hip. And my whole life, is that a spider? Sorry, Alex, I mean scared. I thought it was a spider. It wasn't a spider. It might be a spider. Anyways, conjoined by the hip, and it just wasn't very healthy relationships. And I've gone my whole life thinking that the type of relationships I've had was what I wanted. Texting all day, being on the phone all day. Like, and I'm the type of person, when I used to get into relationships, okay, we locked in. I'm consuming. You are a top priority in my life. I'm consuming you with my time. If you want to come over every day, you could come over every day. If you want to spend a night 5 days a week, you spend a night 5 days a week. If you want to do everything together, do everything together. But what happens with that is if you're not with the right person, it will kind of lead you astray from your career and your purpose. And I found myself being less and less productive and more enmeshed, our lives getting enmeshed. And now I'm in a space where I'm like, I don't want to be on the phone for hours. I don't want to be in somebody's face 24 hours a day, knowing that I have a purpose and knowing that I have goals. So now I'm in a space where I'm learning that space is okay. It was like, I thought what I wanted was to be on the phone all the time and, be in my partner's face all the time. But what I was really seeking and yearning for is the security of knowing that I have a person that is not, their feelings won't change depending on the amount of time we spend away from each other. They won't stray away and get tempted by other folks, or they'll lose interest. Because I'm like, I used to be like, damn, I feel like if people wasn't texting me all day, or if they wasn't calling me wanting to talk to me, that they wasn't genuinely interested in me. And a issue recently arose where I felt like that, like, dang, they not texting me, like, when they busy, they not even like wanting to sneak away for like 5 minutes to talk to me, even though I still love that. But it's like more of the, why am I feeling this way? Because I feel like their feelings going to go away. And it really was no, we can have space, bro. Because I know I don't want to be on the phone all the time. Because when I do that, I get irritated. Like, damn, I'm trying to get out of the phone. Like, I'm trying to get some shit done. But it's like the security of having a person, because I know I'm the type of person, I ain't finna cheat. Like, I don't have time for that. That is too much to be lying to different folks from different strokes. And you can catch me sleeping. You can catch me slipping from half sleep. So it's like, if I know that I'm not that type of person, I need to trust that my judgment of whoever I choose is going to be on that same energy and going to be as loyal and communicative as I am. I had a burp. It ain't come out. Just want to look. Yeah. So anyways, I'm excited about doing this by myself. New shit. So yeah, back to what I was saying. So romantically, that journey has been beautiful too, because I'm unlearning a lot of things that I thought was the norm, and it really isn't the norm. Even with the process of dating to get into a committed relationship, I've been a person that I will pour my all into the beginning, and then I will feel some type of way when the other person isn't doing that. But in reality, when you are taking the process steps of dating, you do not have to prioritize that person in the beginning, or they're not obligated to certain privileges as the people who have been there with you. Like, if we just start talking, there's no reason why I should be giving you 3 days of my time. And 3 days of my time and not spending it with my folks for real that want to spend time with me. And also, like, because me, if I'm locked in with somebody, I'm over here trying to see you every day, but then I could fall short and neglect the people in my life and be like, oh no, I got my partner, I'm good, I don't need nothing else, I got my partner. And that is neglecting the other folks in my life that's really here for me, really down for me. And they're like, damn, you don't spend time with me. Every time you get booed up, you disappear. And it's like, what really was a turning point with that was seeing it on the receiving end of someone doing that to me. Every time they get into a relationship, they just disappear and then pop back up like, hey. And I'm like, no, you can't do that. So I'm like, dang, okay. I see what it looks like. And also, when I enmesh myself into a person, it makes it so much harder to break away when it's time to let go, because it's like, dang, this person, we literally intertwine lives. Like, every day we were together. Every day we on the phone for hours. Every day it's just me and you. So when it's time to like regroup and get my life back together once we break up, it's like, what am I supposed to do with my life? I wasn't doing this. I wasn't doing that. So how am I supposed to get my life back together? But now I'm in a position where it's like everything is kind of like balanced. to where if a person decides they'll walk away, it's not affecting me so much when I can't eat, I can't sleep, I can't think about nothing. I just miss that person. That's an attachment, and I'm learning I don't want attachments. I want experiences. That's what we have manifested. I don't want to be attached to a person. I want to be, if a person hit me up today and like, hey, this has been fun. I definitely enjoyed this friendship, but it's not working in my favor. I want to be like, you know what? It's sad to hear, but I respect it. Them the type of folks that I attract, and that's the type of person I am. I ain't gonna say I'm not gonna be sad, but I'm gonna respect when something is not giving to me or is not giving to the other person, and it's time for them to walk away. So that has been the journey with that. Something else I also have learned being here is I cannot burn every bridge that I want to burn. And that shit be fucking with me because sometimes, like back home, it was easier for me to burn bridges because there was no real leverage between me and whatever connection that I burnt. But here, when I have conflict, I'll be ready to cut them motherfuckers off. And it's not even a personal thing towards the person. I'm just so used to cutting people off. Like, I don't need you. I could do this shit myself. Now it's like, no, Atlanta is full of connections and resources. And if I want to be something greater than what I've already put together, I had to learn conflict resolution. I had to be able to put myself in a position like, hey, can we talk about this? When this happened, it made me feel some type of way. Or I don't really appreciate the way you doing business. Or because a lot of that shit done happened in the beginning, like people trying to short me or not pay me what I'm worth. And some things like that, oh no, you're getting cut off from the jump. Because if you play on my money, there's no really conflict resolution behind that. You don't respect me, my craft, and that's raps. But it's more of if somebody says something I don't like or they're moving a certain way, it's nothing to talk to them about that. If they're in the space to be able to receive that, I learned that. Yeah. It's been difficult. I'm not going to say it's hard because I'm still battling with that. Even when I want to decipher how to go about something, it definitely gives me anxiety because it's like I'm not used to having a healthy conflict with people to be like, hey, I'm not comfortable with that. Or, hey, when you said that, it made me feel this way. I'm so used to when I get in a conversation with somebody, I'm already like, yeah, I'm finna cut them off. Off the rip, I'm finna cut you off. It don't matter what you say to me right now, I'm finna cut you off. You done played on my top. You done took advantage of me. And it's like, sometimes it's like, it could be me projecting, thinking people are taking advantage of me based off of like previous experiences. Cause sometimes people don't be taking advantage of me. Sometimes people don't be trying to control me. Sometimes it's really about setting that boundary like, hey, I'm not comfortable with that. Like, I'm not really trying to do that. Cause I know in the past, I could be like, yeah. And I'd be like, I kind of don't want to do it. But then it's like, feeling like, damn, I don't know if I can change my mind, but you could change your mind. So that has been such a beautiful thing because I've experienced something recently where I had a conflict with a person and in my head, I'm ready to back away. I'm like, yeah, I'm just going to take a step back because I don't want this to I don't want to be no bad blood. And then people try to blackball me here. Because it's like, coming from where I'm coming from, it don't be that much healthy conflict. I don't like, no turning back. It's like no turning back. So now here it's like, nah, disagreements definitely get worked out here. And that's a big thing for me because you could take conflict resolution and use that with anything. Like, so yeah, that's been that. I've appreciated all those lessons. I'm so excited because I'm talking and I'm like, when I first did this, I'm like, I don't know how I'm going to do this. I'm going to be nervous, boom, boom, boom. But I'm really not nervous. And I do be having stuff to talk about because I love to talk. And if you love watching me talk or if I'm saying something that resonates with you, definitely let me know. Let me know, let it show. Love me loud and love me proud. Also, yes, that's also another thing about loving loud and loving proud. I've been in many situations with people that mostly from my hometown, where people will love me in private. And I really nipped that in the bud because it's like, I'm the type of person that the way I think and the way I move is very controversial. So it's like, if you are going to agree to be my friend, then there's things that come with that. You have to understand who you're dealing with to decide, maybe I don't want to deal with KDike because she do be controversial and I don't like the attention that brings. Cool, respect. But if you're going to agree to be my friend or be in my circle or indulge in any of my resources, you cannot love me in private. There's no, I see what you did and I love what you. No, love me loud and proud. It's like, you're not sharing my stuff. You're not posting my stuff, especially when we do collabs or you're doing anything for me. You're not promoting it, but you want to reap the benefits because you think, oh, if she blows, I'm going to have credit. Fuck that. No, I'm cutting that shit off. So now I'm more of a, if you're not loving me loud and proud or you feel a certain way about me, it's cool. Cause I'm not working with you. I'm not working with you. Yeah. 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 Oh, actually, hold up real quick, y'all. Cause I gotta make sure. This gets saved because I ain't gonna be able to function if this don't save. New. Okay. All right, we back. I just had to make sure my audio was doing what it needed to do because if it didn't save, last time it didn't save. But now I'm figuring out and maneuvering. It's like, you ever been at a point in your life where you feel like there's no solution to something and next thing you know, boom, it hits you? Yes, that's how I felt about my podcast. So another thing with the podcast, the audio, the equipment I was using, the audio just wasn't audioing. Like, it wouldn't record, and sometimes my computer would give out. But now it's like, it's coming through. I figured out a way, and I even figured out a way so if I do the podcast with multiple people, how I would set up the mics and everything. So everything's working out good. I just wanted to come on here and just tell y'all that now that I found simplistic ways to keep doing what I'm doing, that I will be posting more. Because usually I always think things so difficult. It got to be the best. It got to be perfect. But now I'm in a stage where no, I don't want to be perfect. I don't want everything to be shits and giggles. I want to be able to drop simple content that resonates with me, that resonates with y'all. And even if it don't resonate with y'all, it resonates with me, and I'm releasing it into the universe for whoever agrees or don't agree. Either way it go, this is my truth. But yeah, that's why podcasts haven't been dropping, because I was trying to be a perfectionist. Oh, the audio got to be perfect. Oh, I need people to be in the podcast with me. But they don't. This is my podcast. Even my sister was like, it's your show. So you technically don't need other people in it. True. That is very true. So yeah, that's been that. Great experience. Love it. I love Georgia. I'm not moving back ever. Nope. And to all the people that be like hating, thank you. Thank you, because let me tell you something. It don't stop. I get it. I would hate on me too. I get it deeply. I truly understand. And that's another thing. People kind of look at me away when like they see like the majority of the hate that I get from my city, and they're like, well, why do you still want to help? Because I understand products of the environment. I understand if people were in better situations and they were raised differently, it would be a lot different. You can't love people when you hate yourself. It just don't work like that. So I don't expect people who hate themselves to love me. It's like I got off the plantation. I got out the matrix, and people and sheep are going to be like, who do you think you are? Who do you think you are, thinking you're going to do something that we're not able to do, that you think you're not able to do? And it's like, it's possible, but people don't want to take risks. You have to take risks and you have to make sacrifices. And I'm willing to do all that it takes to ensure my healing journey and to ensure that I'm authentic. People lie so much that they hate my truth. And that's all I can say about that. I'm a truthful person. I'm going to keep it a buck. I'm going to be vulnerable. People who aren't vulnerable don't like me. People who aren't truthful do not like me. People who do not have boundaries don't like me. I get it. Like, how do I expect you to be truthful with me when you can't even be truthful with yourself, bruh? How do I expect you to be able to have boundaries with me and you don't even have boundaries with yourself? And that's an episode for another day. That is an episode for another day. That's all I gotta say. Boundaries is gonna be a whole nother episode. But this is gonna be short and sweet, and we're not gonna make it too long. I appreciate y'all for joining. If you like what you see, definitely you know what to do. If there's any topics you want me to discuss, let me know. Let it show, because I will talk about it as long as it fits the narrative. Fits the narrative? What are you talking about? Not fits the narrative. As long as it's something that I resonate with, because it's the Controversial KDike Show. Tune in next time. Hold up, before I even go, I just gotta say one more thing. Diary of a Mad Black Woman is out on all platforms. Diary of a Mad Black Woman is out on all platforms. You gotta get it. You gotta get it. You gotta get it. It's like 23 songs on there. Bangers. When I say Diary of a Mad Black Woman hit so hard that sometimes when I listen to it, I be like, dang, you made this? You? Me? Yes, I made it. I made it effortlessly too. Because that's from the heart. That's from the soul. That's from eternal. That's from internal. Check that out if you haven't checked that out. Check out my whole catalog if you haven't checked out my whole catalog. Check out my documentaries if you haven't checked out my documentaries. And this is the last thing I'm going to say. May 17th was the 3-year anniversary that I dropped the Black Sheep documentary. And that documentary is, moral of the story, I faked my death to prove a point to the majority of the community that was hating on me. One, to show the lack of empathy and sympathy with us killing one another. Two, people showing you fake love, and when you pass away, then everybody got so much to say about it. And three, the insensitivity of I think I already said the insensitivity of just the Black human life, man. I ain't even gonna get too much into it. Just check that documentary out when you get a chance. And also I have another documentary called the Trauma Warrior documentary, basically giving you all the runs of my upbringing and just showing the reactions and, the aftermath of the documentary. Because people could say, you still talking about it? Yes, I'm still talking about it because y'all still talking about it. Y'all ain't let that go. It's been 3 years and y'all still find a reason, and a mountain to talk about me, about a documentary. And to say it didn't affect you, yes, it did. And I'm always stand on that. I'm always stand on that documentary, and I'm not taking it back and I'm not taking it down, because that was such a beautiful experiment that really showed me who people were, bruh. It really showed me who was for me and who wasn't for me. And if you even, and I'm gonna say this is the last thing I'm gonna say. If you had anything bad to say about me during that documentary, if you outed me in any way, if you tried to expose my documentary, we are not cool. We're not cool. We're not cool. That's all I got to say. We're not cool. I don't want you to even fake the funk. I might have smiled and I might have kept it cordial in public. We're not cool. So please stay out my inbox. Stop thinking we cool. Stop thinking we in cahoots. Because when I was home and when I was leaving and transitioning out of the city, I was in survival mode. So I'm going to do what it takes to get through. So yes, I may have, how you doing? Yeah, cool. I'm good. Da, da, da. But no, I don't fuck with you. I don't at all. Because I'm not going to forget that. Some things you cannot forget. Some disrespect you cannot let go. I forgive it, but I'm not letting that shit go. So we're not cool. The people that know I'm cool, we cool. The people that be like, oh yeah, I think we cool. We're not. It's black and white. We're not cool, nigga. So if you've been hitting me up, if you're messing me, commenting, that's why I don't fuck with you. And I'm not going to. I mean, unless you apologize. Nah, I'm lying. No, some things you just got to leave in the past. But this has been the Controversial KDike Show, man. Appreciate y'all having me. And we out.